Hi friends, my name is Mali, and today we are talking about the 3 spheres of library skills. The 3 spheres is a targeted program which scaffolds students to achieve success in the 3 core spheres of library skills. The 3 spheres of library skills are readers, researchers, and thinkers. Today we're going to be focusing on the thinkers sphere. The thinkers sphere is a higher order sphere that builds on the skills gained from the readers and researchers spheres. So what does a successful thinker look like? Thinkers critically evaluate sources using lateral reading skills. Thinkers synthesize information to communicate effectively with others. Thinkers engage in online and offline global citizenship. How do we foster a learning environment where thinkers flourish? As educators and library professionals, we can support students to become thinkers in several ways. Encourage students to engage critically with all information products. Explicitly teach lateral reading skills as the gold standard in critical literacy. Give students opportunities to extend their skills using curated real-world scenarios. Explore the psychology behind disinformation and the effect that cognitive biases have on our ability to critically evaluate information effectively. So what does this look like in practice? Lateral reading is current best practice in critically analysing online information and deciding if sources are trustworthy. This can look like utilising resources such as the Stanford Civic online reasoning lessons to support students to learn how to read across online information effectively, modelling how to undertake effective lateral reading, and practicing lateral reading on ambiguous or biased online sources. Curated searching scenarios allow students to have scaffolded practice in encountering both trustworthy and untrustworthy sources online. This can look like allowing students to experience a real-world search scenario with defined parameters, collaboratively evaluating the information and sources they encounter, and creating scavenger hunt searches to practice scrutinising unfamiliar sources in a variety of media. Cognitive biases are hardwired, faulty patterns of thinking that can have a significant impact on how we perceive information and are easily manipulated by those promoting misinformation. Teaching students about cognitive biases can look like using the Your Bias Is resources from the schoolofthought.org, identifying biases at work in popular conspiracy theories, and creating their own marketing campaigns that exploit cognitive biases. Understanding how misinformation and propaganda is used to manipulate people is essential for students to become robust critical thinkers. This can look like exploring the historical motivation for propaganda campaigns, identifying modern misinformation in popular culture, and using games such as Cambridge University's Go Viral or Bad News to teach students how people use fake news and misinformation to boost followers and gain power. Scaffolding students to become effective thinkers requires us to prioritise explicitly teaching critical literacy skills while supporting our students to understand the ways that our thinking patterns can be manipulated. The payoff is that being successful thinkers offers your students many positive outcomes. Thinkers critically evaluate sources. Thinkers use lateral reading skills when analysing text. Thinkers synthesize information. They communicate knowledge effectively to influence others. Thinkers engage in global citizenship. They explore what it means to be a good person and contribute to humanity as a digital citizen. Helping our students become practice thinkers who have skills in lateral reading and critical literacy supports them to become successful online and offline information users and global citizens. Students who are engaged in the 3 spheres of library skills have the building blocks to become successful lifelong learners. They are confident at critically evaluating diverse forms of information, enjoy reading for pleasure, and have the skills to successfully find reputable information for both personal and academic purposes. I hope you enjoyed today's video and the 3 spheres of library skills series. For more information on the 3 spheres of library skills and free downloadable posters and resources, please visit threespheresoflibraryskills.com.